8th, 2026. And yes, it is UFO Disclosure Day. So I'm sure a lot of you have already been seeing it all over X. Even I believe Fox even covered some of the footage as well. So, yeah, some things have been revealed in the disclosures. I'm going to share screen right now. So, this is pretty much the gist of it so far. So, over the next coming weeks, they will be showing more in the files of the UFO files that have been hidden from everyone for decades. So this is just one picture. So, it's not much that they've given us yet. But first, it's the first time in history that anyone has ever disclosed UFO footage and confirmed that absolutely we are not the only ones here. We already knew this, of course, but it is a huge day that, the first time in history that this has ever happened. So, this is just the first very soft release of all the UFO disclosures. And yes, I do believe it's going to intensify. Now, over the next few weeks, we will see more coming out that they will release. Um, so we're going to just kind of monitor what's going on. But the most crucial thing that I feel we all should be aware of is that the great deception, I do believe, and I'm sure a lot of you also feel that there is going to be a great deception. There's even going to be a sky event. And a lot of us intuitives, those of you, all of you out there, you guys have also felt this. As well as many other intuitive psychics, readers, all of us, right? We've all felt and we've all seen that there will be some sort of sky event. There will be some sort of kind of show being put on. So I do believe that is coming. I do. But I also do. I believe it's all staged. But also, they're trying to throw this information out there because they need to awaken the masses that we are not alone, and that walking among us are not all human. Okay, and we do know a lot of you already believe in reptilians, and then there's other species, different types of species that are among us, the shapeshifters, all of that is real. And that's what's going to be disclosed over the coming weeks. And that is going to be a tough pill, a red pill for a lot of individuals to swallow. And a lot of us chose to be here at this time. This is just one part of this great awakening, of course, is the disclosure that we are not alone and that walking among us, not only NPCs, but the reptilians and then other species that I don't even know the names of them, but there are different species here of shapeshifters and different types of, beings, bloodlines that are here and creatures. So, yes, they look like human walking around, but they're not. You all know Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, all of the elites that also have joined them in their terrible Satanist rituals. Yes, that has a lot to do with it. Hence the thumbnail, why I put protect your DNA. Not only is that in the Q posts, but we are approaching that time. We've always wanted to protect our DNA. That's why a lot of us did not take the jabs, right? But it's even crucial more so now because, yes, the dark is also releasing this other, of course, they're going to try to get people to get more shots, but it's not going to work. Humanity is not going to be fooled once again. And those that are fooled, are going to most likely be those that are more democratic, liberal, TDS syndromes. So those people may give in to this whole thing. They're trying to threaten another shutdown and stuff like that and scare people into getting another vaccination. So we'll see what happens with that. Of this outbreak. I forget what it's called, but it's like with the Haven terrorists or something like that. Don't quote my words, but it's something ridiculous like that they're trying to unleash and set fear in the masses. And it's supposed to affect the heart and the respiratory system. Okay, so I'm not saying that there isn't something that they've unleashed because I do believe that they have. And it's something that can be very dangerous, of course, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to destroy humanity. But I don't believe in this, what they're going to try to release to make people get, of course, we're not falling for that again. It's actually like a huge, it's going to be a huge, thing, IQ test, really, to see how many people are actually going to fall for this again. But it's just another tactic. It's another angle that they're trying to attack humanity. And they're after your DNA. They're after all of us. So, especially those of us that are not, we didn't give in to the last one, the last jab. So, yeah, but the DNA also plays a major role in where we're headed in the future, right? So 5D consciousness, to reach that higher level of consciousness and to enjoy and to see the world in that level of consciousness, of course, your DNA has to be pure, has to be clean, right? You can't have all these vaccinations like they've done for so many years to suppress humanity from their natural abilities. So that's another thing that's why they're trying to do this again. They're trying to get more people, maybe people they didn't get before. They're trying to convince with this new outbreak, what they're releasing, and this pressure. So that's something that we have to be aware of, but don't have fear about it. Just protect your DNA. Take the best possible care of yourself that you can. Eat as clean as possible. We all have to do this together. Eat as clean as possible. Concentrate on your ascension, which has a lot to do with what you're putting in your body, how connected you are to nature, and the peace that you can provide in your own life. So don't get caught up. I say it all the time. We all have to just remind ourselves, let's not get caught up in everything that's being talked about. And then there's people still out there throwing fear. We don't want to buy into anything that makes you feel any fear or worry or doubt or holds you back in any way in your life. Keep living your life and just make it the best you can. It's a choice to be happy. It's a choice to be positive. It's a choice to be in tune with your higher self and the angels and all of the higher powers that you have within you. Christ consciousness, we all have it within us. Now, the great deception that I wanted to talk about a little bit, and I know a lot of you have asked me questions about the great deception, but that is real. And yes, I do believe they're going to do something to that nature and involve the extraterrestrials, okay? And they're going to call them interdimensional, which, yes, I do believe there are good extraterrestrials, but there are also very negative, very dark ones that also shapeshift, and they're also a part of the bloodline that's walking among us of the reptilians and the other species of shapeshifters that there are, that we don't even know names of them, but they exist, okay? And those are a part of the elites. Those are part of the whole system that has been controlling humanity for decades, okay? And they are the ones that are continuously, that's who we're fighting against. The light, it's spiritual warfare. The light is fighting against this evil that has invaded the earth, and they will be gone. They will be extinguished from the earth. I highly believe that, because nothing can crush Christ consciousness, and that's what we all carry within us. We just have to protect ourselves, protect our DNA, protect our consciousness, continue to evolve, so that we can always use our abilities and our gifts that we were given. We are all connected too. We are all connected. So we just have to really seriously, this is a serious thing that we really have to focus on. Not all these other things that are distractions. And yes, they're purposely distracting, okay? Purposely. But the mass manipulation of the people and humanity and what they've tried to do for decades, that is about to end completely, because people, not just us, but people that haven't awakened will awaken by the disclosures that are coming, okay, and the arrests, and whenever the EBS is. All of that is going to help those that didn't wake up already. And we need that. We need that for them. We want to save humanity. We don't want to go to war against each other, a civilian war. We don't want that. We want to join together. That's what Christ consciousness is. And when we have that, when we're in touch with that, that's our biggest desire, is to bring people together. And we're all connected by love, because we were all created out of love. And no, I don't believe, and I know there's some people that do, but I do not believe that we came from aliens or anything like that. No, we are from God. We are a part of God. He is within us. Okay? I don't even mean to say he, I just do, but an energy, God as an energy. So he is within each and every one of us in our abilities, our Christ consciousness. We just have to all connect on that, and we can all save humanity. And we need to concentrate on that and not all these distractions. So that's what I wanted to speak about today, because yes, the great deception, I believe, is among us very shortly. It's already begun. So we have to be aware of that. And that is probably why President Trump is doing the prayer, the praying this month. And also, I think on his birthday, I saw something for June 14th. So yes, we are gearing up. We're gearing up, and we all have to come together and come back to Christ consciousness. Come back to that. Come back home. You all feel it. You all know it deep within you. All this other stuff, and there's going to be things that come out, and some will believe it, and that's fine. And that might be a part of their journey, that they were meant to believe that they are part of that other species or something. But no, I don't feel that in my heart that that's true. It is a deception. They're going to try to twist things. Okay. And I'm not saying that all religions, Christianity and everything else, I'm not saying that, the Bible and everything in it is what you should live by, and that's all the truth. No, not at all. But I do feel that is a foundation, that the foundation of it, yes, is true, but not all of the things, not the stories, not the control that comes with it. Because we have to remember that a lot of the churches are also a huge business, okay? So yes, it's also controlled by the government, and it has been. But the foundation of it, Christ consciousness, Christ within each and every one of us. It's the light in your eyes when you look at yourself, and that light that you have in your eyes, that is a connection. That is the connection. That light within you is Christ consciousness. So we all just have to connect on that same level. And of course, people aren't going to believe the same things, and that's just their journey. They weren't meant to. But those of us that are believing in Christ consciousness and how strong we are with our abilities, and especially the connection with the other side, those of us that feel that and have always felt that, we will come together and we will save humanity. And President Trump, yes, he is our president. He is our leader. He's going to make peace on earth, the whole entire world, the planet. He is going to accomplish that. That's who he is, and he's chosen. He is a chosen one to do that. So that's what I wanted to speak about today, and that's where I stand, because I know a lot of you have reached out to me, on your own in emails and asked me about that. And then there's a lot of talk about, what about our families that we're kind of estranged from, right? So being estranged from some family members, yes, it's very common, especially in this era right now, more than ever. Okay, but I do believe, once again, we will save humanity. The light will win, and we will all come back together. Those of you that are estranged, or there's a feud going on, yes, I do believe you'll reconnect. The love is always there. It doesn't go anywhere. And someone that I love, my brother actually said that to me when we had a little thing, and a lot of you already know about that, right? A little thing, right? And we took time apart and didn't talk for a while. Well, you know what he reminded me when we did reconnect, because we had a heart to heart, and it was so beautiful. But what happened in that moment, what he said, and I'll never forget it, is that the love never went anywhere. It never left. My love never left for you. And that's so true for each and every one of you. Those of you that maybe have lost contact with a family member, or they're mad about something and they just don't talk to you or something, whatever it may be, that doesn't mean that the love has died. It doesn't mean that, no, it's not. It's usually the ego actually in that person, or you, or vice versa, or both of you. So because when you get to the other side, it's not going to matter whatever you guys were feuding about, or shutting each other off about. It's not going to matter anymore. you guys come back to love, because the love never stopped. It never stopped, ever. So I want you all to still hold on to that beautiful love that you have for someone that's estranged from you, because you will be reunited. And if it's not on in this time on earth, it will be on the other side. I guarantee. I guarantee you. But I wanted to speak about that. I just feel so passionate about that subject, and I don't want any of you to feel discouraged that time is not coming for you, because it is. And a lot of you, it is this time. It is going to be in this era. And these disclosures and the things that are going to happen in the world and the changes and the future we have ahead, you will be reunited. And people can be healed if they want to, if they're narcissistic or act in certain ways. Once they realize what they're doing, most people do want to correct that and heal that and then come back to their loved ones, and they do want to heal and have amends. So don't give up, because I've seen it happen, and people are coming back together. So that's an important thing I wanted to speak of. But what I want to go over are your questions. So the last show I had a few days ago, I asked all of you to leave some questions. So I have some pulled. I'm going to pull them up on the screen. We're going to go through them. And then I do have something cool to share with you from X, okay? And it's regarding the 3-letter agency, so the IRS. And IRS Medic on X, I'm going to share some things that he has posted. And I highly recommend all of you to follow IRS Medic on X. So I'll be going over that before we close out. But first, let's go through your questions that you all were requesting. And if you would like to schedule a personal reading, please reach out to my email, starcanashores@gmail.com. All my one-on-one readings are on a very big discount right now for the month of May in celebration for my wedding. And then also my QHHT is also, it's custom booking only. So starcanashores@gmail.com. Reach out to me there and I can book you, because I do have to block out a lot of hours for that, to do that with you. Website to choose what you want to do, arcanashores.net. Take a look at that. And let's get started. The first question I'm going to pull. Let's see. And it's such a beautiful day out today. I had to sit outside. And with my readings too. It's just been so beautiful. I hope all of you are having a great day too. But here's a question from Halo Kid. Halo Kid is asking, is it true China is going to surprise attack us soon on our own soil? Now, that's a huge question, okay? And it's a great one. Now, the only thing that comes to my mind, if China were to do that, they would be destroying all the farmland. All of us know that they own so much farmland in the U.S., and I don't like that. Okay, but they do. I don't think that's going to be the case forevermore. I think Trump is going to fix that, if he's probably already working on that. But I don't feel that China will do that, a surprise attack. I don't. But let's take a look. Let's pull some cards and see. I'm using my Trump deck today. So is it true? Will China, and I don't know who's throwing that out there, but maybe they saw something or felt something in their intuitive downloads. But let's see, is China going to surprise attack the USA? Let's take a look. Queen of Wands, 6 of Cups, 2 of Wands. I don't think so, because the 6 of Cups, no, it looks like that they're going to just remain peaceful. Okay, they're not going to cause any issues. So that would be a no. The 6 of Cups is a good collaboration. I think they respect. I think Trump has gained their respect, that they're not going to attack the USA on a surprise attack. No. And I believe Trump's the only president that they've actually pretty much worked with and haven't been a huge problem. So no, I don't see that. I don't see that at all. But thank you for your question, Halo Kid. So next question we have is from Sherry. Sherry is asking, I've been getting alarms inside my head, waking me up for many years, and they have recently really ramped up more frequently. Are they upgrades? Am I being tuned for what's coming? Okay, is Sherry getting upgrades? Let's take a look. Is she getting upgrades? What's going on? I know a lot of you can relate to this question because a lot of you have asked me this. Is Sherry getting upgrades? When this happens, when you have like things ringing in your ears, your head, let's see. But what about Sherry? Let's see. Wow. Okay, 7 of Cups, 10 of Swords, and the 3 of Wands. So what's happening is, yeah, this is an ascension symptom for sure. You are definitely rising. Okay, you're expanding your consciousness. So when that happens, and this is for all of you, if you're experiencing anything of the head, the ears ringing, anything like that, any kind of symptom similar to that, that is an ascension symptom. Okay, not only are you expanding knowledge, okay, and that expands consciousness as well. Knowledge, belief, truth, all of it. Your senses as well are expanding, getting stronger. So your senses, of course, and then the body, the physical body, because you're spiritually evolving, the physical body reacts. Okay, and that's where you're going to feel, sometimes in the head, sometimes body, sometimes you get sick and you've got a cough or a drainage or whatnot, and that's a purge because they're upgrading you. So a lot of us just have different symptoms at different times, but absolutely the answer to your question is yes, you are getting upgraded. So absolutely. It's very common right now, especially. And especially, yes, because your senses are getting stronger and they're tapping into what's coming. And there's a lot of things coming, more disclosures, people that are going to be upset, people feuding, a lot of things going around. So absolutely, it's true. Now, Lewis, shout out to Lewis, a very intuitive fella out there. Lewis is someone I did a QHHT for, and he had an amazing experience. So I wanted to post his question. He's very intuitive, very spot on. So he's addressing JetBlue and Frontier Airlines might be next to go under. Okay, and then Brandy is asking about Allegiant Airlines. So as we all know, Spirit Airlines, abruptly just quit on everyone, right? So JetBlue and Frontier, I highly believe that you're spot on, Lewis. I feel that yes. I mean, all of them eventually are going to go away. So let's take a look. Is it JetBlue and Frontier? Are they next in line? Let's take a look. JetBlue and Frontier, are they next in line? Wow, we have the Temperance Angel card and the King of Cups, absolutely. But with this Temperance card, this Angel card here, that would mean that they're going to do it more professionally. So it's not going to be as abrupt like Spirit Airlines did to all their people, all their customers. So this will be something that's planned and more professionally done, but absolutely. Now, Allegiant Airlines. Okay, so Allegiant Airlines, Brandy is wondering about them. Allegiant also, yeah, I just sent something there. So let's take a look. What about Allegiant? Okay. Ace of Coins and the Page of Wands. So yeah, this one might even be sooner than the other two. So they're kind of all lined up. But again, I feel like this will also be more professionally done, not like Spirit that just up and, quit on all their people. So we'll see. We don't know the exact order, but yes, all of the airlines, I do believe, are going to go out. And airlines, the whole thing of travel, the whole future of travel, that's how they're going to incorporate the new ways of travel. And I do believe that the disclosure, so all this extraterrestrial exposure that's to come, the good, now there are good extraterrestrials, absolutely. And a lot of us are connected. A lot of us are star seeds and we're connected to them. But I don't believe that that's truly where we came from. But yes, you are connected to starseed families. Okay. So absolutely. Now, they are going to bring forward technology that has been just like the med beds, right? All that technology, all this high tech technology for healing, for travel, all of it. That's how they're going to bring that forward. That's what I believe. I believe that during this disclosure time with the extraterrestrials, maybe it's after the sky event, but they're going to show us, they're going to bring forward and introduce all the new ways of travel, healing, like the med beds, all of it. I feel all of that is coming very soon. And even more so now, I feel it's this year. I really do. They're gearing up for it. But they have to disclose certain things first, especially the ET stuff, because that's going to tie into, well, that's where we had all this technology. Yes, it was off planet, but that's where we've been hiding it for decades and decades. So absolutely, it is coming very soon. And a lot of you still don't know, but Spirit will not give you a time frame. So that's why I'm not like asking what is the time frame. I'm not doing that today, because they don't give us the time frame, because time isn't real, calendar's not real. So absolutely. But I do feel intuitively that it's coming very soon. We keep getting that every time I do a crystal ball reading or cards. So we know it's coming, and we're getting even closer and closer, especially with the disclosures coming. Now, let's see. Pauline, let's see. So, Pauline, I wanted to address this because this is also another, yes, eczema and skin cancer. That is a big one. A lot of people you're not alone, going through some skin issues as of recently. So, unfortunately, that is still, it's something of the body that it's absorbed nutrients that were bad. So bad things, synthetics from food, from the environment, the chemtrails, all of that. So our bodies, no matter how much we try, and we try to do our best, we still have some of those leftover particles from all those terrible things that we had before we were awake. So a lot of things related to eczema or skin issues are coming from that. But your body is detoxifying it. So yeah, you probably will have a skin flare up. And it might be a little bit more intense, especially as we move into this new 5D consciousness, because you're evolving. Your body too is following along with you. And so your body has reactions. So absolutely. And then skin cancer, definitely look into the natural remedies to cure that. But there are many natural remedies. I'm not going to get into all of them right now, but a lot of you in the chat, I know you guys know. So help each other out, and you can definitely put those in the chat. But there's so many natural remedies for that, for sure. We already know, what is it? Fenbendazole and ivermectin, also look into that. But all of it usually is that you just need to detox and get it out of your body, and you can heal it. So the natural way, of course. But let's move forward. We have another question from Lucia. She wants to ask if we'll get acknowledged about our cosmic alien origin and hybridations pretty soon, and if they'll explain once and for all the RH factor. Now, I believe that the RH factor goes all the way back to Christ times, biblical times. Okay, so that's what I believe. And there's many people that believe different, and that's fine. But I do believe that that's where that comes from. Okay. But I do want to address the cosmic alien origin and hybrids, all of that. So absolutely, I believe we're all connected. I do. The good ETs, yes, I believe we're connected to. But did the ETs create us? Did they create the earth and create all this? No, I don't believe that. I still believe in Christ. I do believe that's true, all of that. But yeah, we're connected to the ETs as well. They're part of the universe. We're all a part of it. We're all connected. We're connected to nature. We're connected to all of it. But the good ETs, the starseed families, absolutely. That's the supernatural that we do carry. We carry supernatural abilities within all of us. Okay, Christ consciousness, Christ, that's where energy, the energy of Christ consciousness, yes, carries the supernatural abilities as well. So it's within each and every one of us. But yes, the star seeds, I think they will get into that, but I don't think it's going to be as heavy. It's not going to be like a spotlight on that. I don't believe so. I believe that the dark is going to try to deceive the people, to turn them away from Christ consciousness. Because no matter what, they want to destroy humanity. So they want to turn, they want to turn people more towards alien beliefs and get them away from the Christ consciousness. Because if they don't believe in Christ, then they're never going to experience their higher, their soul won't evolve. Their soul won't ascend if you're not believing in Christ consciousness and find that within yourself. I believe that. But yeah, they're going to try to convince people, everyone, I feel, to go against Christ consciousness is not real. But aliens created you. Like, I believe that's what they're going to try to do. That's the great deception. But the star seeds, I believe, yes, there are good star seeds. There's good ETs. There's good and bad of everything. And that is proven. We know that as a fact. Here's a question from Diane. Hi, Kristen. Thank you, as always, for this beautiful reading. Question, we have primary elections coming up in California in June. How do things look for California moving forward? Very good question, Diane. And since I am a California girl, born and raised, yes, let's do this. California. Let's see what's to come for California. How will the elections go? Is this going to be the beginning to turn the state around and bring it back to glory like it used to be? Or is this going to be like the worst case scenario? So here we go for California. Here we go. This one's for you, Diane, in California. Here we go. Page of Swords, the Hermit card, the Two of Cups. This is really good. So this is positive. Okay, very positive, but also what I like here is I just lost the screen. But what's going to happen right now is that in June, they're going to disclose secrets. So there's a lot of dark secrets that are going to be turning people against the Democrats. So they're not going to want to vote that way. The people of California are going to want to vote towards the good, okay? Those that want to actually do good for the state and turn it around. So yeah, there's collaboration energy here. There's truth with the Page of Swords, and there's also the Hermit card. So a lot of disclosure, a lot of dark secrets are going to come out that we didn't know, okay? We know some of them, but I do believe it has to do with the tunnels, the children, all of that stuff. But they have to expose that because there's so many, mostly in LA County, there's a lot. There are some good Republicans in LA County too, because I read for you guys. But there's also a big majority of the blue, right? A lot of the blue. But most of California, in my opinion, is red. And those people are not going to stand for this. And then those that still haven't awakened, I believe that's what this major disclosure is going to be before the elections take place. And they're going to show a lot of these things that have been going on underground and so on. You guys know what I mean. So it's going to be in the favor of the state of California. And yes, I believe it's the beginning of turning the state back to its full glory. Beautiful California will be back. Because it's gotten out of control. Let's take a look. The next question is Gene 3280. Is the point of President Trump pulling troops back to the U.S. part of securing the U.S. for possible situations that are coming to make sure the U.S. is protected? So I don't have to pull cards for this one because I've done this one in a reading, but absolutely. There's even extra protection here by the good ETs as well. But absolutely our military, yes, they are on guard. There are threats all the time. There's people that still are here that haven't been exported, that were brought here, immigrants that were brought here and hired to do terrible things. So there's still people hiding in corners. And yeah, they are fully aware of the attacks that are threatened. I'm not saying that any attacks are coming, but I have sensed them in the last reading that I did with the crystal ball for Atlanta, Georgia, and LA. But I'm hoping they're stopped, and that was on a different timeline. That's what I'm hoping for. But yes, our military, they're here, probably in preparation for the EBS as well, which I think is very, very soon. And I'm hoping that it's this month. I'm not giving you a date because I don't know the date. Spirit doesn't know a date. They don't tell dates. So a lot of us like to guess, and that's fun, but it comes and it goes. So we'll just have to see when it is. But I do feel it would have to be pretty soon, especially before the 4th of July. And I know a lot of you also feel that way too. Let's take a look at the next question. We have a couple of more. Yeah, 2 more. And then we're going to move on to something about the 3-letter agency. Jessica, the $1 billion data center that was approved in Box Elder County, Utah. The county commissioner would not let the people and residents speak, and they voted against the people. Okay, so I think the question cut off because there's too many words, but I think what she wants to know, I remember, is this going to stay? Is this going to really be happening? Is this really going to be a thing for Utah? So let's take a look. And thank you, Jessica, for your question. So let's see if that will be taken away. I know you said it was approved, but doesn't mean that it's going to withstand. Okay, let's take a look. The Star card and the King of Swords and the Victory 6 of Wands. So yeah, they're gonna do away with this. This isn't a permanent thing. This isn't permanent. So yeah, this Utah, you guys are also going to be in a recovery phase like California. Also, I feel that for Colorado. I know that there's a lot going on there as well. There's still a lot of darkness in Texas too. A lot of you just report to me and you tell me what's going on there. But yeah, Texas, Colorado, Utah, California. Yes, major transformations coming. And remember, the dark is at the very tail end of things. So they're trying to do these moves at the end of the end of their rope, but they're not going to survive. The states will be transformed back to what they used to be. It's going to take time, but absolutely, they will be removed. They will be removed. Because remember, where we're headed right now, what's begun today, May 8th, is disclosure. Yes, the UFO disclosures, but that's going to get into the reptilians. That's going to get into the NPC stuff, all of that. And a lot of these politicians are all a part of that. And all the governments connected to the dark states, the states where they've really corrupted them. So it's all going to tie together. It's going to come back full circle, but they will be eliminated. They will. I know they will. They're losing ground. They're losing any strength that they had. So it's not going to last. Whatever they pull is not going to last. That's what's coming through. Let's see. Cheryl C. asked a very important question. Okay. In order to go to the next 5D, which 5D is a consciousness, it's not that you physically go somewhere. Okay. 5D or 7D is a consciousness. It's how you are working to evolve and grow spiritually. 5D, 7D, 9D, and so on is all consciousness. To see things in a different way, to feel, to use your abilities in different ways. 5D, 7D, even stronger and higher, we're going to go. So anyway, back to the question. In order to go to 5D, 7D, or so on, does one have to be perfect in this human body? Absolutely not perfect. Nobody's perfect. That's not going to happen. Because you're not going to lie, these people have done tremendous damage, and when I see them, I avoid. Okay, so I know what you mean. Your words just got cut off because there's too much for the stream. But no, perfect bodies don't exist. We are spiritual beings in a human body. We've been affected by what they've thrown in the environment, hence the chemtrails, the food, all of it. We're in a dome, of course, right? The natural sunlight, we're not even getting the full sun. Because it's probably not, it's not. We don't even think it's the real sun. But we are getting some benefits from it. But remember, it's coming through a dome and coming through that way. But getting back to your question, a perfect body, you do the best you can. You feed your body the best nutrients you can. You take the best proper care of it that you possibly can. But remember, it always goes back to your soul contract as well. You are here on this journey. You don't remember making your soul contract. You don't remember the day you chose to leave. You don't remember any of that. And if you did, it would kind of like each day wouldn't be so fun or so optimistic, right? Vibrant. So going back to your body does not have to be perfect. No. If you do go through certain, physical ailments, which we all have, physical, spiritually, all of it, we're going to continue to go through those phases of healing. But I'm telling you, once they release the technology, the medbed technology, and it's here and it's ready for use, that's going to help all of us. But no, a perfect body, no, it's just doing the best you can and living in a high frequency and feeling, of course, feeling out everything. When we talk about discernment, what you should listen to, what you shouldn't, it all goes back to you. How does it make you feel? Does it uplift you or does it bring you down? Does it make you happy or depressed? Is it high vibration or is it low vibration? So same with food, same with whatever you're putting in your body. If you're going through health challenges right now, I believe, and if you believe it too, that you will heal, you will. The power of your beliefs, your belief system, the way that you think is what you manifest. A lot of health issues, and I see it in the QHHT, but all health issues, I would say all of them, stem from traumas, things even from your past life, things that just haven't been worked through. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that you're not at the highest level. It doesn't mean that. It just means that in this journey, this lifetime, you're supposed to go through this for some reason and learn to heal it and release it. So it doesn't mean that you're not high frequency if you have a health issue. Not at all. We're talking about consciousness and Christ consciousness. That's what we want. We want to connect everyone back to Christ consciousness, not this deception that's coming. But everything can be healed within the body. And the technology, well, it's not new, but they've held on to it and kept it secret for so long. That is coming, and that's going to help us. But in the meantime, we just do the best we can. Everything you watch, everything you eat, everything you do, just try to make the best decisions. That's all. It doesn't mean that if you have a health problem, you're screwed or you're at a low vibration. That doesn't mean that at all. It's what you feel and what you believe. And if that's positive or is that negative, and that's what's going to give you your outcomes, and that's going to help you evolve or it's going to keep you stagnant. So it's your belief system, it's your frequency, it's how you treat others, it's all those things. It's not necessarily you're going through a health crisis, and that's not going to bring you back. That doesn't bring you down. No, you could still be a high frequency person with a health issue. You're working on healing that. That's all. But yeah, I wanted to clear that up because some people did reach out and ask me, am I going to ascend because I have health problems? Well, your health problems don't have anything to do with it. It's the way you're feeling and thinking and sensing and the path that you're creating for yourself. Your health issues aren't going to make you not ascend. Doesn't mean you're not it's who you are. You're a good person. You have integrity. You focus on love and you treat others kindly. You're not in feuds all the time or arguing with low vibrational people. It's more about who you are as a person. You're not defined by your health issues. If anything, you want to dismiss health issues and speak to your body that you do not claim this. You do not claim what's going on in the body. Just like, this year I'm trying to conceive. I'm not going to state to my body those negative words of I can't or it's not going to happen, all those things. I'm not going to do that. So when you have a health issue or something that's, taking forever, like for me, and we're not going to speak that to our body. We're going to speak to our bodies that they are healed, that they are coming back to its perfect blueprint of how we were created when we came into this world, of being in full, beautiful health. Okay, so just remember that. What you speak, what you believe, what you feel, what you visualize, that's your superpower, but it's also your reality. So all I'm saying is we have to stay at the highest best case scenario is what you want to feel, believe, and bring that vision to life, because you have that ability. You have that supernatural ability. That's Christ consciousness. But anyway, uh, let's move forward. I want to share screen with something I wanted to share with you guys about the three-letter agency. So on X, I would love if you guys could follow IRS Medic. Okay, this is what his page looks like, IRS Medic. And what I want to share with you is it's going to bring a lot of comfort to you. So there's going to be a lot of comfort when it comes to this topic of the three-letter agency. So what he's sharing on the daily, these posts, you are going to be enlightened about so much. There's not even a staff with this three-letter agency. There's nobody. Okay, so anyways, IRS Medic, and I'll put the link in the chat in the description, but definitely check it out. I do have another page to share too. I hope I can share it, but let's take a look here. And excuse little Allison, but she is barking in the background. But anyway, here's one I'd like to share from IRS Medic, okay? So the Commissioner of Internal Revenue is not an optional role. The entire administration of the three-letter agency is vested in the one commissioner. There has not been a IRS commissioner acting or otherwise since March 6th of 2026. And so there's a lot of documentation. I'm not going to go through it all because I want to be very careful here on YouTube, but it's IRS Medic on X. Please go open it, follow him, click the follow button. You don't want to miss anything. And I don't know this guy. I'm not like promoting him because I know him. This is someone that posts very good information, and it's going to bring a lot of comfort to you guys who are very concerned. We all are, right, about what's going on with that. When is that going to be extinguished and gone forever? So please go to X and follow IRS Medic. Look at all his posts. Educate yourself on what he's saying, because he even has documentation there. Okay, so it's all there. But I am really shocked he doesn't have more followers. He deserves more followers for what he's putting out there. But it's amazing posts and information. So please go and follow him. But also, let's do a poll on silver since we're on the topic of like financials. So let's do silver. We know gold is always doing well. So I'm just going to look at silver for now. It is May 8th, 2026. So let's take a look at silver. What is the outcome for silver for the month of May moving forward? Let's see the activity. I love this energy. King of Wands, Seven of Cups. We did get the Ten of Swords, but we are doing a financial reading. We have air, we have fire, we have water. So what that is that's flow, that's moving, that's fast moving. It's going to go up. That's what that means. So here in the month of May, is the question I asked, we're going to see it go really high. Currently, I don't have the price for it, but when you guys are watching this, take a look at the current price. But I can tell you this, that it's going to be a lot higher this month. It's going to go higher. In January, we saw it in the hundreds. Okay, I believe 120 or something. I feel that type of energy again for the month of May. But I think it's going to surpass that and then come back down and hover. And then we're going to see another jump. We're going to see another jump, but I think that it's only one jump this month that's going to be impressive. And then I feel for down the line, because I feel like they are holding it back a little bit on purpose, because they're wanting other things to occur. They're also throwing a lot of distractions at us right now. But the financials, absolutely, this year, and we're still, especially the three-letter agency, I think that that's going to fall. It's going to be announced that that's going to be fallen. Go take a look at IRS Medic. I mean, tell me if you believe different, but there's a lot of, and I would go over everything now, but I think that I would be taking a big risk on this video being taken down, and I don't want that. So just go read it for yourselves. There's so much on there, but I feel when they are announced to be fall and dead and gone, three-letter agency, I do believe that that's when they're going to give back to the people. that we will receive what we were robbed from all this time. Because we know what they were used for. All of our the tax dollars were used for nefarious, terrible, satanic things. So yeah, I believe justice is coming when it comes to our financials. Okay, and it's this year. I do feel it. But anyways, I do want to once again let you know, if you'd like to schedule a reading, a personal one-on-one, go to arcanashores.net and take a look at my offerings, what I have there. And then I would like you guys to shoot me an email, starcanashores@gmail.com, set up a custom booking. I will book you myself. It's much easier that way, and I'm doing it this way because I have the QHHT, which I have to block out certain days for. So it's just easier and best if I send you what I have available through an email, and also you get a discount that way. So you get to pay a different way than the website, and you get a discount. So please shoot me an email, starcanashores@gmail.com for a one-on-one or QHHT. I'm still taking appointments, and I'm very excited because every time I meet with you guys to do these sessions, they just get stronger and stronger. So it's really fascinating, especially when you start to get into past lives. It's beautiful to witness that. It's really cool. All the information that's coming through. Yeah, just wow, the times we're in. But you know what the best thing is? When I'm doing in QHHT, I'm going to keep going with it. There's so many different levels that I'm going to be learning that Dolores Cannon has. There's all these classes about it from when she was here. It's all recorded. So I'm going to go all the way. There's many levels of QHHT, and I'm going to go all the way. So QHHT level 1, this is what I can offer you now. But as I advance and get to the other levels, that will be released as well. And those are even longer. So yeah, we're going to need full days. But yeah, you can currently book a full day with me as well on starcanashores@gmail.com. But yeah, I'm going to go all the way with it. There's so much to learn, and I'm loving it. And what I love is that I'm witnessing you guys. I'm witnessing you accept and know that you have abilities, that you can see things, that you're tapping in. And that's my favorite part, is when you come up from it and you open your eyes and you're like, wow, you're like, I'm surprised I saw something. Because whenever you try to connect or connect to your higher self, you can't. So it's fascinating to see that people are now believing in themselves. And I think that's the key. You just have to experience it. And once you do it, you're going to always do it. You're going to always practice it. You're going to tune in to your inner knowing. And that's where we are, this era right now, where we're headed. We're going to be more telepathic. We are telepathic. We can do it right now. That's what I do with the crystal ball when I'm doing that. That's what that is. It's telepathic, that information from the higher self and from my guides and from my grandpa and other angels. I can get that. So many others can too, but all of you can. So the more of you that believe in yourselves, man, there's so much, all the answers are within you, everything. So, and it might not be dates and times, but I mean, the inner knowing of information for decisions or a direction for your life, things that you are hung up on, it's all within you. And I'm telling you, that's why I wanted to study QHHT, because I wanted all of you, everyone that I know, to experience their abilities and to really experience that. So anyways, I will be back on Monday, but thank you guys. Thank you all for being here.